Hi you guys. Um this video is not my regular stuff, but it's something very close to my heart. And yeah. Oh, anyway, welcome to my channel. Janet the HipGyp-Roaming with RA. And you guys know I got that crazy stuff going on. But regardless of me being a nomad or living off grid or having RA, I try to contribute where I can, where my heart is. And this is one of those things. Anyway, we'll get into it, but I made some notes because I get real emotional about this, and I don't know. But when I started my channel, you know, I didn't hold back on telling everybody it's not to make money. It's for me to have you guys to talk to for one thing, but it's to have a witness to my life, and it's for me, you know, and I'm just not, it's the good, the bad, the ugly, it's reality. I mean, that's just what it is. Anyway, let's get into it. Back in November, someone dumped a mama dog and her 4 pups off. And they were living underneath a house. Oh my gosh, like it's down the street, but you know, I wondered why she would kind of keep other dogs away from her or away from that house she was under, and I should have really thought about it more, but I really didn't see her that much. But my neighbor, you know, David, he called me one day. He said, "Hey, that dog's got puppies over there across the road under that house." Well, by the time I could see them, you know, they had already gotten pretty big. But this is the first day I seen them. I'm gonna put that picture right there. And she was already down to 2 puppies. Now, I don't know what happened to the other 2. We have some really mean dogs on the next block. They might have killed them or somebody picked them up. I just hope it's someone, if they did pick them up, that'll take care of them the way they should be. But yeah, there she was with her 2 pups. Well, I came home and I contacted Terry of the rescue I used to transport for. Right here, Feral Dogs of Avondale Mills and Friends of Sylacauga Animal Shelter. The shelter was full. They were on hold. They weren't doing any intakes. And all her fosters were just, I mean, they're slam full. It's so sad that more people don't do this. But I wish they would foster more. But anyway, and I thought, if I don't do it, who will? So I told her, I said, well, I'll foster. And I got my daughter to come fix the fence. I have a fence out there that I used to keep foster dogs in, and a tree had fell over it while I was gone and didn't live here and mashed it down. But I got my daughter and her boyfriend, they came and fixed the fence around it. I went over to Terry's and she gave me a dog house. She gave me dog food, puppy food, money for hay. So I drug that dog house out of the rodeo and I went and set it up. You guys, if I can do all this crap with these hands, y'all shouldn't have any problems. And then I went and got hay. Well, first got the 50-pound bag of dog food out too. I'm carrying all this stuff. Then I had to go get hay. I hauled it in my rodeo in my back seat. Yeah, I'm still cleaning hay out of there now, but you'll see where, look, I fixed them a nice little pen. Well, Momma is the kind of breed, she's like a Great Pyrenees Aussie mix that does not like to be confined at all. First, she got out under the fence, and the little puppy got out with her. I fixed that one, and she went over the fence, and I fixed that. And the next time she broke through the top of the gate, and I'm like, well, she's staying around, I told Terry, I said, well, she's staying here. She's not going to leave with that puppy being in the pen. And she also likes the neighbor's dog that stays with me, Camo, right here. That's like her boyfriend. And so she was staying right here. I said, I can't keep her up, but, I'll just continue to feed her and watch after her. And, yeah, so, and you guys, this don't happen overnight when you foster. It, like when they're going to go to a rescue, there's just a lot of things that has to be done. Like, first I took the puppy to the shelter and got it shots, because when you send them to a rescue out of state or fosters out of state, they have to be 2 shots in toward all of them. There's like 3 altogether. But I went and got its immunizations, got it wormed, got it treated for mange because they were real itchy, and their hair was getting thin, so we treated them for that. Got all that. Then a day or 2 later, I have to spread this stuff out because I get tired so easy. I do a lot, but I get tired real easy. And I have to recover a day in between things sometimes. But then a couple of days later, I learned that I named them, when you take them to get their injections and register to the shelter to foster them, they have to have a name. So y'all see why we named Little Panda that. But, and then I named Momma Penelope. She's like a Penelope. But I never could find the other puppy, that little blonde looking one. It disappeared. I don't know. I'm just, so I have just Panda and Penelope, Mom and Puppy. But anyway, I took Penelope and I learned that she has never been on a leash. And she does not like it. She was just jumping up in the air and screaming like I was killing her. So I got her to calm down, and my old broke down ass picked her up and put her in the rodeo. And here's a clip of the day we went and got her shots. Well, I guess you guys are going to see what I'm doing. I have somebody in back. All right, there's somebody dumped this mama dog and 4 puppies out in the neighborhood. And I didn't know about them to start with because I was up the street a little bit under this man's house. But when I found out I was trying to get them to a rescue, well, all the fosters are full and everything, so guess he volunteered. During all this time, and I don't want to hear about it, I'm too busy to foster, no. During all this going on, I'm having my trees cut, I'm painting my porch, I'm painting my floor, painting my cabinets, I'm moving furniture from down at my grandmother's, I'm decorating for Christmas. But anyway, y'all see I've showed you on another of my videos, but here's the first time that little panda come in and met Ichabod, because look, it got down so freaking cold on Christmas Eve. So Panda had to come in. He gets out there by himself, even though I had hay lined in that doghouse and everything. That's just too cold. If it would have been him and the other puppy, like if had somebody to snuggle with, I'd be okay with it, but not him by himself. He just can't stay warm enough. So anyway, here's that clip of him and it.
Oh no, not again. Yeah, I have a fire at the movies on Memorial Parkway in Leonardo. pussy. Tonight, before you leave me forever, we are gonna peep something we've been talking about since we saw a bachelor party at your parents' house on Beta when we were 12. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna miss you, man. I'm gonna miss you too, but this is a little much.
Nancy.
Yeah, just wait.
Hey, girly. How you liking the puppy? Hmm?
Ladies and gentlemen, and you, Elias, straight from the debauchery capital of the world. Hey, you want to Mexico? Oh, God, no. Oh, God, yes. Get ready for some hardcore bestiality. Interspecies erotica, fuck off.
Oh, is he gonna play, Icky Bud?
At its finest,
Is he gonna play?
and the sexiest.
HipGyp was just wanting to play with that puppy so bad. And he did really good with him. He played with him for a long time. But when HipGyp was ready to quit, Panda wouldn't. And HipGyp got irate then. And he would like kind of growl at him, snap at him. But Nancy never warmed up to it. But, yeah, I got him a little, well, I got all of them little rawhide bone things for Christmas and shoes. And I got Penelope and camo ones. And, you know, here's some pictures of that. Yeah, he liked that snowman one. And Camo and Penelope, I didn't even get to make a picture of them with theirs. Man, they took them, and she took hers and went off, and I laid his on a bin on the porch, and I was watching out the window, and I seen him come up and smell of it and take off with it. Camo knew that was his rawhide bone. But anyway, we had a good Christmas, and just a few days after that, we got that call.
Well, I'll try not to blind you with my light, but I'm here at the shelter to meet the van to take Penelope right there and her little puppy Panda to Pet Tails Rescue. I think they're in Wisconsin or somewhere up north like that. But yeah, we're about to start loading. It is 4:45 in the morning, and Penelope was not in her house where she usually was in the mornings, so I had to go hunting her. All right, here we go. Bye. There's Terry's car.
All righty, y'all be safe.
I was gonna film them.
All right, do it quick. We're about to load up.
All right, go ahead.
That they had found a rescue, and the rescues that we sent them to up north, they have fosters, and they said Penelope, the mom, would go to a very experienced foster since she was a flight risk and she needed a lot of work on the leash. And like I had to carry her everywhere I went. She just would not. But I was glad. And you guys, just watch this clip. Now you tell me all that work wasn't worth that right there. I mean, oh my God, it just made my heart just feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But okay, that's the good scenario. Now we're going to talk about dogs that get abandoned and dumped at the shelter and how they end up. And I'm going to give you some, oh, I get upset. I'm going to give you a couple of statistics here. Now, I'm fixing to show you some disturbing pictures, so if you don't feel like you can take it, you might as well leave now. Or skip over them. I don't know. But, oh. Alright, here we go. Every year, 3.3 million dogs are surrendered to shelters or end up in shelters, whether from the dog catcher, animal control, people bringing them to the shelter, them getting dumped out, and somebody find them on the side of the road and brings them in. 3.3 million people. We can do better than this as a society. I'm just saying. And out of that 3.3 million, 1 million dogs get euthanized every year. Look, this is it's disgusting, you guys. And I'm just going to tell you how you can help and how we can start cutting down on this. But things like this. I mean, it just makes me want to cry. I've always had a real soft spot for animals, and just to think, those poor dogs in them cages, and somebody walking up to them, and that's fixing to be their last minute of life, and some of them just be so happy jumping up on the cage and, think they're going out for a walk or something, and they're going to their death. Oh, me. And I'm going to say this, there are worse things than death. Starving to death, being abused your whole life, staying on a chain your whole life, being used as a bait dog. Do you know some people get dogs, they'll get them out of your yard, they'll get them off the street, wherever, and they'll tie their feet up and their mouth closed and let other dogs tear them apart to make the other dog feel more powerful and boost their confidence, is what they say. Oh, I'd like to put them people all in a cell together and say, all right, last one standing can leave. Rest of you. Yeah. Oh, it makes me so mad. But yeah, and the dogs that are forced to fight to stay alive. I mean, there's worse things than death, but there is no excuse for any of it. All right. This is what you can do to help. You can foster dogs. When the shelters are full, I mean, it's nothing to go get a dog and keep it for, 2 weeks, a month, whatever, till they can find a home for it or find a rescue or a foster for it. I mean, somewhere else where it could get adopted later on. But you can foster. You can go volunteer at your shelter. I used to volunteer at the shelter, and my hands looked as bad as they do now. But, wash bowls, feed the dogs, walk the dogs. My God, they want to get out of them kennels and walk. I mean, it just make you feel better. And there ain't many of us that don't need some damn exercises. So instead of walking on your treadmill or doing your spin class or whatever, go walk a damn dog at the shelter. Have your pets spayed and neutered. I tell you, when I hear somebody say, well, I just wanted them to have one litter, I swear I want to strangle them, I do. Or Well, it'll change your personality if they get fixed. No, hell, it won't. Every damn dog I've had has been fixed. It didn't change anything about it except it made them healthier. These myths and things people believe sometimes just blow my mind. I bet my thoughts in the southeast too. Oh, but yes, get your pets spayed and neutered. It will make them healthier. You won't have to worry about litters of pups because that litter is probably going to go to somebody that's not going to get them spayed or neutered. Because I mean, if you're getting them to your friends probably as dumb as you are, you know. So anyway, uh, that's going to help so much on the overpopulation. Another thing, don't be a breeder. Breeders are dogs' worst enemies, especially shelter dogs. You're bringing more dogs into the world to make you a buck than there's room for. And I don't want to hear that, oh, but they're smarter, that breed will disappear, blah, blah, blah. So what if that breed disappears? A mixed dog is much healthier because most of these purebred dogs are having certain generic traits bred into them. Like everybody wants a, bulldog with a shorter nose or wider legs, or that only causes health problems, breathing problems, walking problems. German Shepherds get hip dysplasia. Purebred dogs, there's going to be an exception to every rule, but are a lot more unhealthier than mixed breed dogs. They're not, purebreds are not any smarter. I guarantee you that. You don't get smarter than some of the dogs that I've had and that I've seen people with. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, it don't have to be an Australian cattle dog to run cattle. Any dog can do that if you train them. Anyway, don't be a breeder. I used to really, I don't know, respect the Amish community, but after I learned about all their damn puppy mills and shit, no, they lost my respect. Over that damn dollar. Alright. This is another thing, a big thing you can do. Adopt. Don't shop. It means adopt a dog from your rescue or your animal shelter. Don't shop. Don't buy from pet stores, breeders. All these little flea market places where they breed all these little dogs and bring them there to try to make money. Don't buy from them people. If there's not a demand, then there won't be any reason for them to be doing it. If they can't make money off of it, then they'll go to something else. Yeah. All right. So that's the main things. Have your pet spayed neutered. Don't be a breeder. Adopt, don't shop. Volunteer at your shelter. Foster a dog. You guys, that just made my heart feel so good when I seen that panda. I mean, you'll not get a better feeling than that. So, okay, get off my soapbox. My two babies are rescues. Little Ick here, he was going to be euthanized the very next day when I got him. He, little Chihuahua Jack Russells, they go and nip and bite, and they're hard to adopt out because people with kids, I'd rather have dogs, but anyway. So they knew me from when I used to transport. I was around them a lot too in the next county, and they called me and asked me if I'd be interested in a little butthole, and I was. And I'm not going to say he didn't bite me a couple of times because he did. But now look at this baby. Oh my God, he's the sweetest thing and he loves me so much. And Nancy was dropped off here. Everyone used to just come drop dogs off at my house. Like at one time I had 17 dogs before this rescue came and started helping. And I was just at my wit's end. But anyway, somebody just come left Nancy. I had hay on that yellow house porch for the outside dogs, and she just showed up there one day. Somebody dumped her out in my yard. I've had people chain them to my porch. Yeah, because you know why? People are assholes. Yeah, they are. But anyway, Nancy, I wish I could find that picture of her when she was first dropped off. She was a little old beady thing. And now look at her. But anyway, both mine are rescues in case anyone was don't have anything to say about that. And I've transported over 800 dogs in 3 years. I thought maybe when I start traveling, I'll transport, like if one needs to go from one state to another, they can hitch a ride with me and mine. If Ichabod will let them. Okay, guys. I didn't mean to talk this long, but I just wanted you to know the good scenario and the bad scenario and what you can do to help. And I hope you got something out of this. And, hey, give me that thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And remember, change is inevitable. So just go with it. Bye. Oh!